This now is Martha Miller, the Deputy Executive Director of the National Security Institute and former Special Assistant to President George W. Bush. Martha, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Let's start with those comments we just heard from the president expressing optimism. Some say hope that Israel and Hamas can agree to a ceasefire within a few days. What needs to happen to make sure that becomes a reality so soon in the next few days?
Yeah, well, so first of all, I would say what happened last weekend reestablished U.S. credibility in a major way. This plus just essentially damaging the Iranian nuclear program, the Iranian regime with all of the, Israel took out numerous leaders across the board in the Iranian regime. I mean, all roads lead back to Iran when it comes to Hamas. And so Hamas is not in a great negotiating position at this point. And so what they'll need to do is they'll need to release the remaining hostages. I think this is actually likely to happen, just given all that has happened and how Hamas had already been previously weakened, and now Iran has been devastatingly weakened compared to before. The proposal includes like a 60-day pause in fighting and, release of hostages, increased humanitarian aid to Gaza, which we're providing. But there's disagreements that remain. I think a permanent ceasefire will be a little tricky. I think full Israeli withdrawal will be something difficult to negotiate. And then also, Israel would like to, they're insisting on continued security operations. And they refuse to let Hamas stay in power. And talks are being mediated by Egypt and Qatar, but progress is certainly, stalled at the moment as they, both sides wait for the other to make the next move. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where I see things at the moment. But I am hopeful. I think the developments of the past week have actually increased the likelihood of a ceasefire.
We also heard from the president that he thinks Iran will, quote, go back into nuclear anytime soon. He does not think they will go nuclear anytime soon. He also pushed back on an initial U.S. intelligence report, and this was everywhere last week, saying Iran moved multiple batches of highly enriched uranium out of those sites before the strike. So, Martha, your thoughts on that pushback, and what options does the U.S. have if the program were to restart?
Yeah, I mean, the strikes severely damaged Iran's capabilities, let's be clear. Like the reports that came out talking about minimal damage, where they were with low confidence, and it was irresponsible to leak that, given the scale of the destruction. So the operation, definitely damaged Iran's abilities. But, look, I think it's also true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. The nuclear threat is reduced but not gone. So we certainly face real risks in the long term. Look, the message is really clear, both from President Trump and from Israel. If they start to rebuild, it'll trigger new strikes. So, now we have red lines that'll actually be upheld. So I think they realize that we mean business, and we're not going to just continue to kind of pussyfooting around with pretending to have diplomatic talks about something that we're never going to do anything about. That's no longer the case, but it by many accounts was for many years.
The ceasefire is still holding between Iran and Israel. Do you think we will see Iran come back to the negotiating table, whether it be with us, the U.S., or the EU?
I think eventually they will. Right now, I think they are still trying to save face. But the Trump administration is insisting that Iran deal directly with the United States, not go through intermediaries. So there are definitely some hurdles to work out. But I think eventually Iran will come around because they really have no choice at this point.
Yeah, they're certainly not holding the cards in this instance. Martha Miller, thank you so much for your insight.